Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name's Dylan Brayshaw. I'm a surf photographer on the Gold Coast, and these are my top 5 surf adventure films of all time. Well, not really, they're just my favourite films. So number 5, I've got Castles in the Sky, the Taylor Steele movie. This one was quite groundbreaking for Taylor Steele. He sort of stepped away from the more power, high-performance surfing and then incorporated a lot of travel into his films. And so this one takes you all over the world. It takes you to Iceland, to I think Vietnam. I don't know if there's any waves there, but that's kind of cool. There's also a really good section in India of Dave Rustovich, and he just absolutely threads this perfect tube, this perfect wave somewhere in India. It's a really good section, one of the best sections of the whole film. The soundtrack in it is really cool, and the editing, of course, for a Taylor Steele film is always top notch. It's always the best. Okay, number 4. Number 4, it's not actually a surf film, it's actually a TV show. And now this TV series is called Thru. So I'm sure you guys would have heard the Thru series. It's just a really cool, I think it was also made by Taylor Steele. It's really cool because they take, 5 or 6 surfers and they go for 2 weeks, hire an RV, a caravan, and then travel across a country. And they've done Japan, South Africa, Australia twice. I think they did New Zealand. Yeah, and when they did the Australian one, they actually came to the Gold Coast and they surfed Stratty. So there's actually Stratty footage in it, which is pretty cool. It's my local break, so it's good. I've watched all the series. I just absolutely love it. It shows you behind the scenes, which is the sort of filmmaking that I sort of like to see. And then you also get to see the characters of the surfers. And Donovan Frankenreiter, he is so funny in this. And then with Benji and stuff, it's really cool. Really worth the watch. Yeah, so that's number 4. So number 3 is Kepa Acero, 5 Waves. I think it's called 5 Waves. It's Kepa. If you don't know who Kepa Acero is, he's a surf adventurer. He's always traveling around the world by himself, sometimes with friends, and filming, just doing a real guerrilla style film. You just set up the camera, walk past it, you'd be in an airport, you set up the camera, sit down. It's really cool because you get to see what it's like to be traveling by yourself. And in 5 Waves, he went to, I think 5 Waves, 5 continents, that's what it's called. He went to, 5 continents and found awesome waves. He tried to go to Namibia, Skeleton Bay, he went to Indonesia, and he went to South America and found a really cool wave there. So he's one of my top surf adventurers. He's got an awesome YouTube channel. Check it out, Kepa Acero. He's one of the best surf adventurers and filmers that I think is out there. At number 2, we've got a surf film called 7 Signs.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. Welcome aboard Flight 007, bound for everywhere, nowhere particular. Today's flight will feel like forever, so sit back and enjoy the ride.
Now, I think this was created by Intersection. I don't know if they're a surf brand or production house. I don't know. This idea is quite cool. I mean, it's surf films that I don't like are the ones that it's just clip after clip, punching out the music, and it's just turn after turn. There's no interaction with locals. There's no behind the scenes sort of shots, lifestyle shots. That's what I like. And 7 Signs takes 7 directors with a group of surfers, and they each have I don't know, maybe 5 or 6 minutes to put together a clip, and then they mash all these 7 clips together and you've got 7 Signs. So there's 7 different directors. They're all top class filmmakers. The locations they go to Taiwan, which is what I really wanted to see is before my Taiwan trip. They surfed this amazing wave in Indonesia, and the soundtrack too is pretty good. Okay, and my number 1 surf adventure film is Timmy Turner's Second Thoughts. Now this film is bloody awesome. I love it. It's so good. It's like the film quality is really bad, but the story is really good, and that's what makes a good surf film. You've got to have a really good story. It's no point, there's no point putting together a film where it's just surfer hitting the lip, and then it's just the same music. You try to get a good soundtrack together. This film is the complete opposite. You've got three surfers. There are three friends, childhood friends. They go to a remote island in Indonesia. They camp out there for like 4 weeks, and then they surf an amazing couple of waves. They surf, I think it's called, they surf an amazing right-hander and an amazing left-hand point break, which just goes on forever. And this film is quite old, so I think it was made in 2001, 2003, around that era. And no one had ever heard of this place, this island that they surfed. And when they released this film, it was like amazing. There were no GoPros back then. They had a massive camera in a housing, and they would paddle, pull it out, and then get awesome barrel footage. So these guys were pretty pioneering. They camped out at a wave by themselves, an uninhabited island. And the other thing is the other cool thing about this film is the narration. Timmy Turner himself narrates it, and it's just like classic South California surfer talk. It's just really casual.
And do the hike, and the hike took at least an hour and a half.
I mean, that's all you need. You just need to tell the story, and he does it so well, and you get to see the behind the scenes. And when I saw this film, I was like, this is what I want to do. I want to make a film like this, and I set out to do it. I made Eat, Sleep, Surf Indonesia, and then we made Eat, Sleep, Surf Taiwan. But second thoughts, go check it out. I think there's a free copy on YouTube. You can watch it. It's really good. It's funny, but it's so good, and that's my number one pick for a surf adventure film. So watch those 5 films. You'll love them. I love them. Till next time. Hopefully we're in the wave drought, so hopefully I can do another session soon. But yeah, see you out in the water.